Howdy, this is Ashley with Keller Williams up in Everett. If you're just new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm going to talk to buyers, and I'm going to talk to you about how to nail your buyer's consultation. So what you normally do at the beginning stages of your buying process is you sit down with a realtor and you just kind of have like a meeting to get to know each other, and sort of like I don't know, it's almost like in some ways kind of like a speed date in a way, right? Because, and it could take a really long time to get to know someone's preferences, but really the idea is to get an idea of what, at least for me, to get an idea of what my buyer is really looking for and figure out what we have in the system or in the market that would meet those needs. So I've been getting this, the reason I'm doing this video is because I've been getting this question a lot. Like when I set up a buyer consultation, they're like, well, what do I need to bring? What do I need to be prepared with? And I think that there are just a couple things that I think will make the consultation go faster and easier. Especially if you're not only shopping for yourself. So if you're shopping with, a partner or a roommate, or I don't know, let's say you may have kids with you, or, there might be also another person that may not be living there, but might be like helping you kind of pick your first place, like a mom or an uncle or something like that. It would be good to sort of maybe have a meeting with them before your buyer's consultation and kind of get an idea of what they're looking for, or like, maybe their opinions, just to have that kind of swirling around. Another option would be to actually just bring them to the buyer's consultation as well. I think that that's great. I think, to have as many inputs early on is fantastic. So if you have other people that are going to be helping you make the decision, bring them to the buyer consultation or meet with them in advance and just sort of talk about like, these are the things we're looking for, these are the things I'm considering, and just kind of use it as a sounding board. I think it's definitely a great option because, buying a home is a big investment, and it's probably one of the most expensive things you'll probably buy in your life. So it's good to kind of have those conversations in advance. And hopefully through those conversations, you can come up with these things. These would be like your top 5 must-haves. Like, what are the 5 things that would just really make my home buying experience? Like, once I have my home, like, this would be the most perfect experience for me. I think knowing those top 5 things is great, like the must-haves. And on the flip side of that, it might be nice to know maybe the top 5 deal breakers. I mean, there are certain things like people maybe don't want to live like right next to the highway, or for some people maybe it just doesn't really matter. So it's kind of nice to know sort of like 5 must-haves, 5 deal breakers. The other things to consider are, maybe a little bit more specific. These would be like the school districts, maybe you would prefer. It would be specific streets that you like because, neighborhoods are very diverse, and there's certain blocks are nicer than others. I mean, I think knowing that is great. I think sort of knowing, if you work in a certain place now and maybe you're going to have a job change, knowing that, so that way you can kind of figure out like the distance from home to work. I mean, that's something that some people would like to know. I think also your favorite places to shop, like where you spend your time, like where do you go to the grocery store? Where do you go when you go and eat out and enjoy dinner? Or, where do you go to meet your friends? Like the other part of your life. Like, it's great to, obviously it's nice to have a good commute time. But, gosh, the whole other part of your life where you're enjoying the social part of your life, I mean, that is, maybe more so important. How far is it to get to your friends? How far is it to go do Friday night dancing or Saturday night dance lesson or whatever the case may be? So I think that, and also in that same vein, like what recreational activities do you enjoy? So I think, having a good idea of what those are, and if you're shopping with someone, like let's say you have a partner living with you or whatever, I think really maybe having a conversation in advance on like where some of the compromises are going to be, because gosh, in relationship, I mean sometimes you just don't see eye to eye. It is what it is. So I think that that's a really good start. The other key piece is if you're financing, I think beginning that process. So It's fine if you haven't identified a mortgage broker. I have tons of mortgage brokers that I work with, and I'm happy to connect you with somebody. But it is really helpful to kind of have an idea of like what your budget is, what you might qualify for, and to really get that process started, because the process of the pre-approval process and getting fully underwritten and all of that stuff, which can be very important in this market because houses are moving so quickly and there's a lot of competition, is just key, like having that locked in. And then, you know, if there's time, it's great to get out and look at a couple properties, I think. So yeah, I think that those are the main things. And then the rest of the consultation is just kind of hanging out, getting to know each other, me taking you through the buying process so you sort of know what the steps are, and sort of figuring out where you are in that process and helping you move through the steps so that you can arrive at your new home, which is, you know, the goal, which is really exciting. So I kind of, you know, I want to keep videos short. So those are the big things that I think will help you really nail that buyer's consultation with whoever you decide to work with. I also wanted to let you know that I am doing a promotion right now. So if you are looking to buy before the end of the year and you do not yet have an agent, contact me. I am doing up to $1,000 towards your closing costs if you buy with me and we get you closed out by the end of the year. It's a very, very simple program. Pick me as your buying agent. We find you a house, we write it up, we get the house, we win it. I do $1,000 towards your closing costs, and boom, boom, boom. That's it. So it would be great. I've already had one person take advantage of that, and I have several more that are going to. And I mean, it's awesome. $1,000 to closing costs. I mean, everybody could use that in this market. And I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited about helping people out. So if you're interested in doing that, call me, 720-276-5769. The promo code is GOODBUY2017. Please leave a message, contact me, let's do it. Other than that, that's it. So please like my video, follow me on Facebook, subscribe to my channel, and check out my website, ashleybolden.com, and I will see you again soon, YouTube.